Gone with the Wind, one of the most popular films in history. Another relic of a tainted past pulled down, this time by streaming platform HBO Max. The film, set during the American Civil War, depicted contented slaves and romanticized the Confederate South. HBO Max says its removal is temporary. The film, made in 1939, will return with a disclaimer. In a statement, they said, "It is a product of its time and depicts some of the ethnic and racial prejudices that have, unfortunately, been commonplace in American society. We felt that to keep this title up without an explanation and a denouncement of those depictions would be irresponsible."
North Korea is warning the United States to keep quiet and tend to its own state affairs instead of commenting on inter-Korean relations, or else they'll face terrible consequences. The Director General of the North Korean Foreign Ministry's American Affairs Department, Jong-un, said during an interview with the North state-run Korean Central News Agency that aired on Thursday. Now, this comes after the U.S. State Department said it was disappointed at North Korea's recent moves and that it wants the regime to return to cooperation and diplomacy. Kwon said there's no time for the U.S. to play South Korea's, quote, grandfather, as there's already enough to discuss between Pyongyang and Washington. Kwon also added that staying out of inter-Korean matters would help the U.S. have a successful presidential election in November.
From the sky, the clear patches of land look like exposed wounds in the otherwise lush rainforest. This video was filmed recently over the Colombian Amazon. Illegal roads reach ever deeper into the forest, while fires clear the land, making space for cattle raising, agriculture and coca fields. Environmentalists are sounding the alarm. They say drugs mafia, illegal loggers and land hoarders are taking advantage of Colombia's coronavirus lockdown to burn the forest and develop the land unhindered. A new study shows the rate of deforestation in the first 4 months of the year could be higher than that of the whole of 2019.
Burundi's government has declared a week of mourning following President Pierre Nkurunziza's sudden death. At the presidential palace, where the Burundian flag flies at half-mast, mourners stopped to sign the condolences book. This comes weeks before President-elect and ruling party candidate Evariste Ndayishimiye was expected to be sworn in after winning the May election, replacing Nkurunziza, who many viewed as someone who ruled with an iron fist the past 15 years. A government statement says Nkurunziza died of a heart attack, but some in Burundi wonder if that official statement is true. Nkurunziza's wife is recovering from COVID-19 after recently being airlifted to a hospital in Nairobi, but her illness triggered rumors that the president had caught the disease as well. Burundi's government has downplayed the COVID-19 virus and held the election and large campaign rallies despite the COVID-19 threat.
что произошло и почему органы власти узнали об этом только через 2 дня. Мы что, будем узнавать о чрезвычайных ситуациях из социальных сетей, что ли?
The heavy rain has affected some 2.6 million people in 11 provincial level regions and destroyed over 1,300 homes. About 230,000 people have been forced to relocate. Economic losses are estimated at more than 4 billion yuan, that's over $500 million US. Jong-un has the story.
Damage, destruction, and despair. Torrential rains sweep across southern China, unleashing the heaviest floods in years. The extreme weather has left at least 9 dead and 5 missing, affecting over 2.6 million people across several provinces. But rescue is underway.
Pakistan's border district of Chagai in Balochistan turned into a battle zone as locals set security posts on fire over the closure of the Afghanistan-Pakistan frontier. Enraged locals were seen pelting stones at armoured vehicles of the Pakistani army. People demanded immediate reopening of the border for transit. Now, the locals of Balochistan have been resisting Pakistan Army's attempt to build a fence along the porous border. In fact, the Pakistani troops were forced to abandon their posts as the protests turned violent.
Spain has fined Belgium's Prince Joachim for breaking quarantine rules last month. The 28-year-old prince, who is 10th in line to the Belgian throne, travelled to southern Spain on May 24th for an internship. He then contracted the new coronavirus after attending a party there just a few days later. He's now been penalised for failing to quarantine himself for 14 days on arrival, a requirement for anyone entering the country. He admitted breaching the rules and has 15 days to respond to the fine of €10,400. That's almost $12,000. Spanish authorities are now investigating the party held in the city of Cordoba, which a local newspaper reported was attended by 27 people. Lockdown rules in the city kept gatherings at a maximum of 15 people. The prince's lawyer could not immediately be reached for comment. An official said the prince is now quarantined in Spain.